Welcome PSY 310 students. This is my week 11 commentary in spring 2018. This is the week when I get a little bit of spring fever, as I think the beginning of spring is in fact here. So forgive me if I'm particularly enthusiastic this week. I'm also inspired by the fact that this is our week to look at Funder's chapter on cultural dimensions of personality research, theory, and practice. So if any week in the semester, this would be the week in which taking advantage of our international / cross-cultural contacts should be of great value to you. Notice that we will be looking at some issues that take careful thinking. And by this I mean, on one hand, we will look at issues of generalizability, the validity of personality constructs across cultures and around the world. But we'll also look at the validity of research methods around the world. And finally, we'll look at the very tricky issue of national character / national stereotypes and personality profiles. I would urge you to read a very short review of this subject that's in the Week 11 folder. I think it cross-references some of the authors in this week's chapter and does a good job of laying out that rather important nuance, which is to say the difference between national character, cultural stereotypes, and what we know from cross-cultural studies of personality profiles. Okay, so it's a good content week for sure. Let me turn now to housekeeping. This is week 11 of 15. So the pace of the course, and I'm sure your semester as well, will be picking up a bit. The key concern I have is the state of peer groups. You're in the process now of organizing peer groups to complete your oral presentation. That is targeted currently for the weekend of week 13, so that's 2 weeks from now. I would urge you to contact me if it looks like your efforts to organize your peer group are not successful yet. We will make it happen, but it may take some inventive construction of these groups to make sure everyone has at least 4 peers with whom they can share their work. So get active in that if you're not already. In Dr. K's office, the discussion of who is available to do what kind of peer group at what time are the conversations you need to be in if you're not already. With respect to the online tests, test 4 must be completed by the end of this week. Test 5 prep notes are available for you. Note that the last test of the semester is optional, being that you can drop your lowest score on an online test. Finally, on the area of your course project itself, I've spoken with probably half the class, which I think has been great in our video conferencing. If you're one of those who might benefit from a consultation, being that time is as short as it is, it's a great limitation at this point. So do call me and we'll talk about, in essence, how to achieve successful endings with a minimum of stress and strain. All right, I think that's about it. I will now go and audit and update your course participation points. So by the end of today, that should reflect your most recent efforts. And if you're not familiar with the week 13 oral presentation procedures, please read about those in the assignment folder. And again, ask questions either in Dr. K's office or by contacting me. All right. I hope spring is beginning for you as well, and I will look forward to speaking with you again soon.